Hello everyone, welcome to Finance with Justus. I am Justus. It seems today the international markets have lost their faith in Chinese companies. The Chinese stock market is currently on a freefall after Xi Jinping took more power. There have been extraordinary videos of people being purged during the Chinese Communist Party's meeting. At the same time as the stock market is dropping though, there has been a higher than reported GDP growth, so despite the zero COVID policy, the economy is still tugging along. Of course not China-like growth rates, but this is a surprising growth number. With all of this happening over the weekend, is China now uninvestable? A lot of people have been saying for years and years China is uninvestable. They're saying the Chinese Communist Party with common prosperity is gonna destroy all companies because they wanna redistribute the wealth. But if you think about it, that is the same in Europe and the USA. In Europe, there's a lot more redistributing than in China. And I don't see anyone going around, oh, Europe is uninvestable. In my idea, the only risk in China is currently Taiwan. Of course you have a dictator there. Of course he's gonna do stuff that you don't like. But if the problem is that he's redistributing wealth and finding companies, the same thing is happening in Europe and America right now. President Biden just raised the tax on companies to give more money to poor people. What is the difference? The only thing happens here is that China is doing it under the context of common prosperity. If your reason is that companies are being attacked and fined and they're taxed more, that is the same as everywhere else. So that is not a valid argument in my opinion. Of course it impacts the company, but it is not specific to China. If that is the reason why you wouldn't invest in China, then that makes no sense. Then stay out of any globalized economy, then just buy US government bonds and that's it. And if you're thinking China will attack Taiwan and that will be the same as Russia attacking Ukraine, Russia's economy going down the dumpster, stocks not being publicly traded anymore, then yeah, then that might be a reason why you should not invest in China. But in my opinion, we cannot sanction China if it would happen like that. I don't believe they will attack Taiwan openly. I think they will slowly take it diplomatically. Imagine if we would embargo China. The only thing that the world was buying from Russia was energy. But we're buying everything from China. We're importing so much medicine from China. We're importing so many parts from China. We're importing everything from China. You can't live without the Chinese economy. Decoupling from the Chinese economy would take decades. We have built up so many supply hubs there. It just wouldn't be possible. So I do not believe a war would ever happen there. It's mostly international investors selling Chinese companies right now. Chinese companies have big confidence in their stocks right now. Because Alibaba and Tencent, for example, are buying back big. Even Tencent, before that they were really not known for buying back shares. But now they're spending the money on buying back shares every day. So what does that tell you? International investors are fleeing, Chinese investors are buying. The Chinese stocks on a PE ratio are very cheap. That no one can argue. Do you think the growth rates will continue? I think yes. China's destined to grow more. It's just natural. They have not reached the peak development yet. Who will profit from that? Chinese companies. What would destroy your profits in those Chinese companies? Higher taxes, but that is everywhere. The risk is not only to China there. The invasion of Taiwan could happen. Low risk in my opinion that it would completely wipe out the companies. It would definitely impact them. You do not have the power to embargo China like we did with Russia. So I don't think that's really important there. The stocks are already trading at a dirt cheap valuation, so in my opinion this is just a medium risk play. Of course there's risk, but it is not that high. And let's say we embargo China like we did Russia in case that happens. It doesn't matter if you own Chinese companies, European companies or American companies. The entire world economy is going down the dumpster if we do that. If we embargo China, it wouldn't be like shooting ourselves in the leg like we did with Russia. It would be like straight shooting ourselves in the chest. We cannot embargo China. So if you say, oh, China will be embargoed, so I will not invest there, don't invest in any American or European companies. Especially with Chinese companies increasing buybacks, higher confidence from them that they will be able to survive everything that comes ahead. I think buying Chinese companies is a smart, medium risk move. I'm gonna follow Warren Buffett. I'm gonna say, buy when there's blood on the street, and I think this is the most blood we have ever seen in the Chinese stock market. Do you think she will hurt the companies more? I don't think so, but what about you? Put it down in the comments. Thank you for watching.